So, how many times a week do you get a chance to hear this? Okay, so we're wanting Chipotle again. What kind? Uh-huh. Okay. And then you think back that I spent $50 for 4 people to have a couple burritos the last time we went there. What the? Okay, boys and girls, we're going to give Chipotle a run for its money tonight. So, starting out, we've got a good selection of ingredients that we're going to be using. Hopefully everybody got the shopping list. That way we can move right along. So, let's start out with the simple basics. Tomato. Onion. Dried poblano pepper. And add a little smokiness to it. These are smoked New Mexico chilies that are dried after the fact. If you want to add a little heat to it, got a couple chipotles that we can utilize. If you have them, go ahead. If you don't worry about it. All right. Now, we have chicken thighs on the bone. If you got boneless, skinless, that's just fine also. You're just going to be missing a step. But take a couple good pinches of salt. Lightly over the top. I've got 3 layers of paper towels on the bottom and 1 right up on top. They always have extra water in them. Trying to draw some of that water back out. Okay. Take your onion, cut it in half. Run a V. Take your stock out. We're going to make a little bit of a braising sauce. Now, usually you don't think of chicken when you're thinking of braising, but for sure. Slightly smaller onion back here. I'm going to go ahead and use half of my onion back here. Peel and quarter into your pot. Chilies. Come in. Get all the way up to the top. They suck in, so you'll have a little bit of a problem with finding the right area to cut. But just pull the stem out. Give her a tap. Knock the extra seeds out. Rip it into a couple pieces. I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sticks of clove. Now, fill your pot to where your peppers just barely stick out. Should be able to finagle them around to where they're all in the water. This will add the flavor that we're building without 3 hours of cooking chicken stock down. I'm using Knorr. I find that it works pretty darn good. You can find it at pretty much any grocery store, any Mexican restaurant, Mexican aisle. We're gonna season our pan. I've saved all my chicken scraps of everything that I trimmed off. I trimmed down the chicken thighs as much as I possibly could. I'm gonna start these guys nice and low. Using about a medium-low heat. Got all the chicken cut-offs in here. We're going to render out some fat. Our peppers, tomatoes, and onions are going to boil themselves for about 5 minutes. Then I said we're going to need a blender. So if you have a food processor, an immersion blender, or a traditional drinks blender, whatever it may be, go ahead and grab that out. Right now we're going to start our peppers. You got a beautiful red pepper here. Got a couple really nice poblanos here. I'm going to go ahead with a couple of these that's got better sides to them. A couple nice poblanos. I chose the softer poblanos for the reason that I am cooking these guys over open fire. And let's try to keep it at a medium, higher range of medium, but a medium heat. I'm going to add a pinch of salt to our chicken skins. Give them a real quick stir. We're not wanting anything to burn to the bottom. And go ahead and get us out a secondary pair of tongs that are unchickened. Now we are going to char and burn the hell out of these. All 4 peppers. Remember, raw chicken doesn't go on vegetables. Starting to render fat from these guys. Everything's shriveling up pretty good. Okay, so we got about 3 things going at once right now, which is great. Just keep rotating your peppers. They don't take long. We're just cooking the skins on them. That way they can steam themselves. All right, this guy. Add most of your hot solid ingredients in first with your tongs. That way you don't get so many splashes. And they all go. Just pulse it a little bit. We've got some beautiful white beans here. Once you go ahead, get a strainer, strain them out, any of the liquid that they came in. We're going to take them directly over the stove, pop them right down into that pan that we were cooking our braising liquid in. Got some good char going on our peppers. And when our peppers come off the heat, you get a paper bag or a container that you can put some saran wrap on, nice big bowl. I like a paper bag because it'll steam out a little better. There. I'll add the rest here in a little while. Set those off to the side. Okay, chicken lardon, check. I've got my can that my beans came out of. I am going straight after everything in here. Now we're going to cook down any of the excess water that's in here. As you can see, there's still plenty of bubbles. Bubbles happen when there's moisture. So we're looking to get all that moisture out. That's why I really like that can opener. You can put the lid right back on things. Alright, fish should stop bubbling here momentarily. I'm going to go ahead and turn our beans down to nice and low. Take your hot pad. And just take a few scoops of your chicken fat. One can, about 4 tablespoons, maybe 5. There we go. Time to bring our chicken back over. Now, I'm going to push them up on the sides where everybody kind of fits. There's a side of the chicken thigh that's a little more rounded. And take that bone, shove it right up on the side there. Now this is a 14-inch low Dutch oven, so you very well should be able to get everybody into the party. If you're doing 8. I am going skin side down. Got the biggest of them in the middle. Good. Take your paddle. And start smashing. Got a good shine to it now. Alright, I think we're good with our peppers here. Got a real nice char to them. Those will cook out just fine. Peppers will take about 15 minutes. Nice and hot. Ooh, buddy. All right, frijoles de blanco. We're not looking for runny. We are just looking for done. Okay, little secret. Stir it one last time. Incorporate it in nice. If you don't have a lid for your pot, bowls work really good. Turn it down to as low as you can get it. Want to steam, but not boil. Spent about 10 minutes on these peppers now. I'm going to go ahead and say that they're nice and done. Come in, pull your seeds out. Layer as flat as you can. Simple butter knife will take care of this job for you. Give her a good little scrape. We're just taking the skin off of it. Most of it will just peel off by touching it. You got little bits that probably haven't been cooked all the way through, and that's just fine. There's no worries on that whatsoever. Texture. Take tops off. Open her up. Take seeds out. Grab yourself a nice clean area. Full long strips, about a half to a third of an inch. These are going to go inside of our burritos. Take your rinsed out blender, add in your poblanos. Get yourself a nice handful of cilantro. Pull the stems off. There are some stems in there that is just fine. Absolutely nothing wrong with using cilantro stems. Now I've got Mexican sour cream. Okay, this is a little tangier and a little looser than people are used to when it comes to sour cream. See how it moves around and is nice and loose. This is more of a creme fraiche. Now, out of my 8-ounce container, or sorry, out of my 16-ounce container, I'm going to put about 8 ounces of creme fraiche in there, or sour cream. I'm going to take a microplaner. Now, when you're doing limes, be careful. They can get real bitter real quick because the zest on them is so darn thin. So use caution, please, and leave it very light green. But we're going to zest one whole lime here. Don't worry, we're going to use this lime here in a little bit. All right, that'll be good for that. Now, microplaners are beautiful because it's a grater that holds everything that you're working with. So everything that I want is in my microplaner. And all it is a little tiny cheese grater. So they work wonders. And a little lemon zest is going to bring some big, vibrant boldness. And that'll be about all that we need of that. Green sour cream. And yeah, it tastes really, really good. Take this nice, beautiful tomato, just like we did before. Half. Bring the knife edge in. Pull the core out. Very uniform slices. Let's use the red. I like the red. Now, when I'm dicing, onions I want slightly smaller, but make sure there's plenty. We'll flip them on over, run our knife through. Make sure everything's nice and chopped. We want a good dice on this. No big chunks left in there to bite into. Pretty fine dice. It's not bad. Tomatoes you don't got to worry about so much. Biting into a chunk of tomato is not as bad, or is not nearly as bad as biting into a chunk of onion or jalapeno. So I'm just pushing them over. Got nice 1/3 to 1/4 inch dice. Now this one, if you're younger, please use a little bit of caution. Just a little bit. Go ahead and get a little spoon out. Get a little spoon out and start at the back. And go all the way down. Set it up on end. Start at the back, go all the way down. This is the hot part of the jalapeno. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 smaller jalapenos. Because we've taken most of the heat out of them, we're not going to have to worry about burning anyone's face off. As soon as this is done, you're going to wash your hands. Hot water, lots of soap. Go ahead and smash them down. Pull your knife through. Tiny. 1/8 an inch. A little bigger than a toothpick. But smash them down hard and cut through the back side. That way you get less spicy things on your, or less capsaicin oil on your fingers. Alright, go ahead and make sure your rice is off. She got a good bite. Chicken's looking real good. Now, when you're doing cilantro, just go ahead, wad everything up, take the back of your knife, hold on to the stems, take the back of your knife, and just push down into the cutting board. Everything nice and tender is going to break off. All the hard leaves, you can pull out just little bits here and there. If you see any stems that got turned sideways, go ahead back and get those. Bring everything together into a little pile. Kind of grab what you have, fold everything into a little mound. We do all our herbs just like this. And then just give it a little turn. Another chop across. Clean your knife off. Another pile of goodies going here. Get your chicken tongs out. Make sure everybody's been soaking in the liquid. Should be super duper tender by now. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's just falling straight apart. Go ahead and flip this over and rinse off. Rinse off most of that sauce that was caked up on top. Give it just a minute. Not going to take long. Lemon that we took our zest off of. That's why we didn't go very far into the pith. But give her a nice heavy squeeze. Want to get all that juice out of there. If you don't happen to have yourself a squeezer, take a fork, jam it in there, twist and squeeze. Just be careful not to go so hard that you get into your hand. All we need is a few tablespoons of lime juice. Not a whole lot. Transfer everybody nice right on in. There we go. All right. Ugh. Oh, my towel's all wet. There. Good dry towel. Good full incorporated stir. Take your fresh lime juice. Should only be a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of lime juice. It's not going to have a whole lot in there. Give her a nice full stir. Let's see if we got enough salt on it. Not quite. A little touch more salt. Fresh lime juice has a nice potency to it that's super tart and tangy. It will start breaking this down over the next few minutes. If you're going to use it immediately, no need to cover. If you're using it over the next 2 days, put it in a covered dish. It'll save for about 2 days. Got no reason to take that off. Okay, avocado cutting. You want to take the nub off of the end. Run your knife till you feel the seed. And turn the avocado into the knife blade. And that's all you got to do to it. Grab one half, grab the other half, give her a little twist. Should have a beautiful big avocado ready to go. Take your knife, pop your seed out, just lightly tap it, it'll go right in. The seeds aren't all that hard. Get your butter knife back that you scraped everything out with. Make really skinny lines. And that will let's turn that guy off. They're ready to come out and start getting shredded. But we'll make a bunch of small lines in there. and scoop all the way down and through. Now, half an avocado should be enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and put them in there. Now, if you're familiar with guacamole, cut in half. Open her up. Tap your seed. Make small slits both ways in the, if you have an avocado that's a little firmer than the other one, do one small, one big. An avocado should slice with a butter knife with no problem. If they don't, you're not going to be able to use that avocado. Yep, let's come back over here so everybody can see. Now, if you've got a potato masher, works pretty good. I prefer a whisk. But just take your whisk, just lightly smash her. I like a nice chunky guacamole. Now go ahead, get all of your avocado out of there. Okay. Where'd it go? I don't know. Thought I had it. Ah. Regular salt's just fine. Tahini is better. About a half tablespoon there. Pinch of salt. Go back and get a couple tablespoons of your pico de gallo. Stir it thoroughly. Coat the tomatoes and the onion and the cilantro with your smashed avocado. And she's about perfect. Get yourself out a large service spoon. Oh, just go around the edges. Just put this guy in a Ziploc bag for later. You can use him again. It'll stay good for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Time to let our chicken come out and drain. Take a sheet pan with a little bit of parchment underneath it. Works pretty good. We don't want any of the chicken skin. That can all stay in the pan for the garbage dishes. Okay. Spread them out a little bit so they'll start cooling. That guy. We're gonna get our tortillas out, fresh from the tortilleria. You got flour, I hope. I'm gonna take a nice bigger skillet, fill the bottom with water. If you don't happen to have a splash screen, take a piece of aluminum foil, cover your entire skillet, and attack it with a fork. Just little tiny holes everywhere. We're going to steam our... We're going to go ahead and steam our tortillas. That way they're hot and pliable. Not that one. That one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so why do I always say that? We're going to want a nice big bowl for our chicken to go into. Should be just falling straight apart. Yeah. Not much to it. Slide your fingers down, take the bone out. Watch the cartilage. Smush it between your fingers and it will fall straight apart. Just keep going. We took most of the fat off. If you find one of the veins, just take it off to the side. Okay, now we start with our refried beans. few beautiful slices of avocado. Rice on the bottom. About 2 scoops. Give her a nice even layer. Lots of chicken. Make sure that she's fully covered. All right. Try to only get the top of the pico de gallo. The bottom is very, very runny. Add a few good slices of your pepper. And everybody knows, more cheese, more better. Our poblano cream sauce. Get us a nice spoon. Has thickened back up. The air has gone out of it mostly. I'm going to lay about a 1-inch go ahead and pick up the end, triangle it, fold her over, grab everything that we got in our burrito. Tuck that triangle in. Okay, so we've learned a lot of new techniques this week with dicing and slicing and rendering fat, cooking rice, making all sorts of different items. If you've got any questions, or if you have any good recommendations that you really want to learn how to, you feel free to leave those down in the comment. Please hit the subscribe. If you like our content, go ahead and follow us. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We are here. We will be here every single Thursday at 6:30 p.m. But let's try this burrito. That thing is monstrous. Oh yeah. Chipotle, you lose. If you enjoy your favorite hot sauce, go ahead and add that to it if you'd like. This is something that's for all ages. It's not spicy. So please enjoy. Chicken's nice and juicy. That poblano cream sauce just smooths over everything with the avocado. That bell pepper tinges through just a touch. You can taste just a hair of the cheese. The white refried beans holds all the rice and all the chicken and everything directly firmly against the tortilla, so it's not migrating. This is just beautiful. Let me know how you guys has turned out. We will see you next Thursday, same 6:30 or same bat time, same bat channel, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing. If there's any questions you have, I'm more than happy to answer any of them. If there's something that you want to see in the coming future, you let me know. We've got barbecue coming up. The summer or the springtime's starting to roll around. Getting the outdoor kitchen cleaned up a little bit. So we're going to be moving out there here shortly. But beyond that, you guys have a great week. Keep on cooking. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your night. Thanks for joining us.